Hello and welcome to the University of Law. In today's video I am unboxing and reviewing Doctor Who Broken Memories, which is the fourth volume, would you believe, of classic Doctor's New Monsters. I'm trying to think when the last one came out now, actually, because obviously we had the first two came quite quick succession, didn't they, back in 2016, 17, and then I thought the range was over. And then suddenly it came back, I think it was 2022, it was meant to. This one was meant to come out for the anniversary, I think, but it got pushed forward. So I've listened to it on download. I'm going to be reviewing it in a minute. But first of all, it did come with this, which is March's edition of Once and Future. Sorry, too many reviews today. Which is March's edition of Vortex, which is going through April's releases. So it seems a timely moment now with April just beginning to kind of go through. So we've obviously got the War Doctor returning for the grand finale of Sometimes versus Routines. We've got Missy's return, Goth Opera, of course. I've done a little video on that. That's really exciting. The novel adaptations, although they're not back, it's a one-off. It is nice to have another one, and there's always the hope that maybe there might be some more one-offs in the future. Got an article on Missy. Obviously, all of this can be found on for free on the Big Finish website, or if you buy a physical copy, you get the latest edition with you. As a physical copy, like I have here. This is about the new novel adaptation. This is about the Dark Gallifrey. This literally came out, and I've literally just listened to it, and this was really good. So I'll be reviewing that when it comes out physically. We got Q&As here. There's a kind of a hint here that maybe they're doing a anniversary release for Tom Baker's 50th anniversary as Doctor Who. No plans for 8th of March this year. Possible return for Cariz. They wouldn't rule it out, so there we go. And here's a lovely article about Sometimes versus Routines. I've really loved this series, and especially the artwork here looks astounding. I can't really listen to that. And some of the other ranges that Big Finish do. Paternoster, there's loads coming out in April, isn't there? This is the fourth Doctor in the Paternoster gang. We had the 8th Doctor in the last one, and now we're getting the 4th Doctor in this one. Yes, so April, 5th Doctor, the Dream Team. So it's not the novel adaptation, that was the latest 5th Doctor volume, wasn't it? Ignore me. Yeah, so they talked about the novel adaptation at the start, but the one they're reviewing is the 5th Doctor Adventures box at the Dream Team, which has got the Dream Crabs, who I'll be mentioning in a minute, actually. That's quite timely. They've come up twice. Paternoster Gang, Stars vs. Routines, Dark Gallifrey, there's loads of stuff coming out. On the back, we've got Paternoster, and of course, War Doctor. It's great to have this photographic copy of the young War Doctor, isn't it? So, Broken Memories. So, as with the last set, it's the first two sets were very much kind of, it was classic Doctors meeting the RTD era evidence, which kind of made sense, I guess, because we were in the Moffat era. Whereas these last two sets have felt like they're more exploring the Moffat era, and indeed this is a box set essentially of Stephen Moffat's greatest hits, isn't it? Let's have a look on the front cover, because we have got as I just mentioned, the Dream Crabs. We have got the Clockwork Droids, and we've got the Silence. I'm most excited, actually, about the Dream Crabs, because... sorry, no, is it Dream Crabs? Sorry, the Dream Crabs were in the last... The Dream Crabs were in the last box set, weren't they? Yes, and now they're returning for the 5th Doctor. Yeah, so the Dream Crabs, and then this is Harmony Shoal. Now, what's interesting with Harmony Shoal and the Dream Crabs is that they're kind of Moffat creations that I think had a lot of potential, and they were, because they were both in Christmas specials. In fact, this was in 2 Christmas specials. You kind of maybe weren't as explored as they could have been in maybe a 2-part in the middle of a season. So I love the fact that Big Finish, and when I first started doing Big Finish, it was really expanding on the potential of the 6th and 7th Doctors, I felt, and the 8th Doctor. Now I feel it's really starting to build on the potential of the kind of RTD and Moffat years, and I'd love to see Matt Smith and Capaldi, particularly Peter Capaldi. I'd love to have Peter Capaldi back to kind of really explore. I think there was so much more that you could explore with the character and the creations and the monsters of the time that I think Big Finish could really run with. So I really hope at some point Peter Capaldi decides he wants to do some Big Finish. But that aside, so we have Tom Baker up against Harmony Scholl with Sarah Jane. That was a really good story, really good performance from Sadie Miller. Tom Baker was on fire as always. It really kind of built the suspense, and it had a little bit of a time jump in the story, which was kind of very, very reminiscent of a Stephen Moffat story. So that was great. The Sixth Doctor story had Mel and the Clockwork Droids, and there was a lovely Moffat-style twist and timey-wimey, again, not so much a time jump, but a kind of a timey-wimey twist where you realise that everything was not as it seemed, and that was a really great twist, and it was a really original take on the Clockwork Droids so as not to spoil his future encounter with them in his penultimate guise with the 10th Doctor. There was a reference to the 12th Doctor actually with the 4th Doctor story, which was quite fun. And we had this epic two-part at the end. The 8th and then 7th Doctors are both kind of involved with this town. 8th Doctor kind of sets up the situation that the 7th Doctor has to resolve. It was a really lovely two-hander. There was a little note left by the 8th Doctor to the 7th Doctor at the end. As I've said before, Big Finish tend to get some of the really great Moffat creations and do something new with them. So, for example, the Weeping Angels don't just do what you'd expect with them. They do something new and interesting every time, which Stephen Moffat did do when he was writing for them. But they've done the same with the Silence. It's a lone silent, and they've really done something really interesting with the concept. So it's not all kind of, silence will fall and the Doctor. This is a different. This is a rogue silent, and it's very interesting story. And yeah, it's great to see the 8th Doctor in a different. Both of them really coming towards the end of their lives, and there's a sort of somber quality to both of them really. So I really enjoyed the whole box set, and I hope they do a 5th. And I hope, or at the very least, I hope that we see more of these creatures in future releases. So I'm just going to get the sleeve off, if I can. Okay, so on the back of the box, we've got cast and the number of the stories, and we've also got volume 4 and a picture of a silent on the side. And then it's very much the same on the packaging of the CD itself. And we have got disc 1. Here's the first 2 volumes. Disc 1 is quite nice, and you've got all the monsters clearly visible. So it's not the Doctors, it's the monsters, because I guess that's what we're here for in this set. It's great to have actually a box set that celebrates the monsters of Doctor Who, actually, because they're a vital ingredient to a good Doctor Who story, and to have a whole range that's kind of focused on monsters. Classic Doctor's New Monsters, that's quite good, isn't it? Here we go, we've got some photographs, we've got some synopsis and a cast list for each story on the back. Here's episode 2, Queen of Clocks. There we go. Try not to break the disc. Get the same artwork on each disc. So it's very nice artwork, stunning artwork. I'm appreciating it more actually just by seeing it here, and textless as well. You know, when you've got the, without the logo on, it's a bit. Yeah, so this is disc 3, The Silent Priest. And finally, disc 4. Of course, each one comes with bonus features on the disc as well. The Silent City. And here is an advert for the 3rd set. Came out in 2022, I believe. So there we have it. we have got Doctor Who Classic Monsters. Sorry, Classic Doctors, New Monsters. Volume 4, Broken Memories. Did you pick this up? What are your thoughts? Would you like to see a 5th volume? What monsters would you like to see? Which Doctors would you like to see them paired with? Do let me know in the comments below. As always, don't forget to like and subscribe. I look forward to speaking to you soon.